In today's video, I'm going to be covering what AI is and how it actually works. I've been working with ChatGPT and similar AI tools since 2022, and in the last 2 years, I've implemented AI systems for 35 plus businesses across 15 different industries. So knowing how AI and these AI tools work has been really, really important to me, and that's why I'm going to show you how to do it as well. So AI was trained on all of the information on the internet. So the way it works is that when you ask it a question, it basically looks at each word and then asks itself, okay, based on the information I've gotten from the internet, what word is most likely to come next? Right? So at the end of the day, it's really just a prediction machine. Now, the reason it's so good and it's so smart is because it's literally seen billions and billions of examples of sentences and data in order to generate that, that answer or that sentence that it gives you. This is also why giving it good instructions is really, really important, because if AI is just taking what you give it and predicting the next word based on it, when you give it higher quality inputs, meaning, more specific details, more specific instructions on how you want it to output information, right? You can expect the actual outputs that it gives you to be way better. That's basically the whole game when it comes to sending messages with AI. Now, obviously, there's a little bit more nuance, there's a little bit more detail, but for the purpose of this video and this course, being that I want to take someone who has no AI experience and get them to be able to use AI on a day-to-day basis, this is as far as you're going to need to know. To give you an analogy, I don't need to explain to you, the gravitational theory of how Isaac Newton discovered gravity. You just need to know that when you drop things, things fall, and then what you should do because of that. So in conclusion, right, what AI is just a prediction engine, right? It just predicts words. And so what you need to be thinking about is, okay, if AI is a machine that just predicts words, what does this mean for you, right? This means that there's a couple of key things that will not change for a very long period of time until AI hits that next level, which is that first, because it just predicts things, it will always be a little bit random. This is going to be important for future lessons. Number two is that because it's a prediction engine and because it's just, taking information that it already knows and using that to make the best answer, it has a very hard time coming up with something that I call a 0 to 1, which is basically coming up with its own creative ideas. This is why you see people say all the time that AI has no soul or that AI is not creative. It's because all of its outputs and everything that it generates is just based on what already exists. Here's one thing that I want you to do after watching this video, so you're actually learning something by changing your behavior rather than just watching another piece of content. From now on, when you use AI, actually give it a lot of detail in every single prompt. Obviously, you don't need to dump paragraphs into it each time, but get into the habit of giving multi-sentence prompts. To make this easier, my suggestion is to use a speech-to-text software like Aqua Voice, which lets you talk into your computer, and then it will do the typing for you. That's personally what I do, especially when I'm giving longer prompts or my fingers are getting tired or it's just been a long day and I don't want to type anymore. If this is helpful, go to the description of the video and I'm going to have a link to my website that has every single video topic that I'm going to be covering basically built into one master guide with links to each of the videos for each of the topics. Hopefully this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.